Ever wondered why some people get rich while others, even those who are super smart, struggle with money their whole lives? It turns out it's less about what you know and more about how you behave. Today we're diving into the 20 powerful lessons from the psychology of money, but we're not just listing them. We're telling them through real-life stories that will change the way you see wealth forever. Let's start with a tale of two men, a janitor and a tech executive. The janitor, Ronald Reed, quietly saved his small earnings over decades, investing in blue-chip stocks. When he passed away, he left an $8 million fortune to his local library and hospital. The tech executive, on the other hand, earned millions, lived a lavish lifestyle, got overextended with debt, and went bankrupt. This story perfectly illustrates the first and most crucial lesson. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two different skills. Getting wealthy requires taking risks and being optimistic. Staying wealthy requires the opposite, humility and the paranoia that you could lose it all just as fast. It's about survival. Next, think about luck and risk. Bill Gates went to one of the only high schools in the world that had a computer in 1968. That was luck. His schoolmate, Kent Evans, was just as brilliant and shared his passion for computers, but tragically died in a mountaineering accident before graduating. That was risk. For every Bill Gates, there's a Kent Evans. We often focus on the successful outcomes, but we forget that luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. This teaches us to be humble when we succeed and compassionate when others fail. Now, let's talk about the power of enough. Author Joseph Heller was at a party hosted by a billionaire. His friend pointed out that the billionaire made more money in a single day than Heller had earned from his best-selling novel, Catch-22, in its entire history. Heller's reply was priceless. Yes, but I have something he will never have. Enough. The hardest financial skill is getting the goalpost to stop moving. When you start comparing yourself to others, the desire for more can push you to take foolish risks. Knowing when you have enough is the key to happiness. Consider the magic of compounding. Warren Buffett is a phenomenal investor, but his real secret is time. Started investing when he was 10 years old. His skill is investing, but his secret is time. By the time he was 30, he had a net worth of $1 million. But over 99% of his wealth was earned after his 50th birthday. This shows us that you don't need to earn the highest returns to win. You just need to earn pretty good returns that you can stick with for the longest period of time. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. People also make financial decisions that seem crazy to us, but make perfect sense to them. Someone who grew up in poverty thinks about risk and reward very differently from the child of a wealthy banker. Your personal experiences with money shape your financial views more than any textbook ever could. So, instead of judging others, try to understand their unique perspective. There's no single right way to manage money that applies to everyone. And what about the price of investing? Nothing is truly free. The price of getting great long-term returns is putting up with volatility and uncertainty. We see the gains, but we don't always see the cost of fear, doubt, and regret you have to pay along the way. Think of it like a fee, not a fine. If you view market downturns as a fee for future returns, you'll be much more likely to stick around and reap the rewards. Finally, remember that the most valuable asset you have isn't a stock or a bond. It's freedom. The ability to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, for as long as you want, is priceless. Using your money to buy time and options is the highest dividend money can pay. It's not about owning a fancy car. It's about waking up and saying, I can do whatever I want today. That's the ultimate goal. Right. These are just a few of the incredible insights from the psychology of money. The big takeaway is that finance is often taught as a math-based field, but in the real world, your financial success is guided by psychology. It's about how you manage fear and greed, how you deal with ego, and how you find contentment. Master these, and you're well on your way to a truly wealthy life. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing ideas. See you in the next video.